Check, check, check. Hopefully, everybody can hear me. I am just getting booted up, running late. Just literally sat down, started the stream. So let me just trying to get logged in and caught up with my guys. Dun, dun, dun. Ah. All right, guys, we're in the wrong channel. Hang on a second. My audio settings are sucking. Can you guys hear me? Kyle doesn't? Oh, what the hell? All right, hang on a second. Let me fix that. Sorry, I'm late. Had a meeting ran over till like 6:15, and then Mom wanted to grab a bite to eat, so I'm like, let's go. And so, yeah. Oh, we went to Dustin's, got some barbecue. Nah, yeah, dude, shut up. That's the best place ever. All right. Well, there were like 3 cops there, so it must be okay. All right, so let me see here in the Forgotten Realms group. So, well, gosh, look at there. Guess who's not in it? Swanky Tuna. All right, so, yep, so now you're there. Yep, so now we can hop over, yep, into the Realm's voice. I will see you there. Well, hi there, back. All right, that's kind of like old but new. Wonder, do we have anybody watching the stream yet? Let's take a look. Don't know for sure, but we could. But we are streaming, by the way. So they are. They are going to be sorely disappointed, but that's okay. I am just, yeah, right. I didn't want to say it out loud, but that's if the shoe fits. All right. So let's uh, let's get this thing kicked off. For those that are actually out there watching the stream, I'm we'll talk about that. So I'm kicking off the stream right now. So we usually have our little intro music. If you guys, I don't necessarily know if you guys will hear it. I can hear it through my headset, but you can hear it on the stream. So if you're out on the stream, you can actually see what stream folks hear and see. So I'm gonna browse out there here in a second just to. Uh, I always do like a sound check. I usually do the sound check like before before we launch the stream, really. But I'm going to go out there just to make sure that the sound is coming through for everybody. Uh, see how that sounds. So we'll do a quick check here. Looks like they can hear me. If you guys want to give me sound checks, just give me a hello so I can hear if we can hear you. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if you're watching. I don't hear you guys coming across on the stream though. Uh, so that's because output. Try it now. Can you guys give me a check again? Yeah, for some reason my audio output capture is not coming through. So it's not like it's a big deal. It's just people aren't really going to want to watch a stream if they can't hear everybody. So I wonder if it's, oh, you know why? I think, no, it's there. Let me click on here. This is why we're going to go here. Now give me a check, fellas.
Okay.
Check, check,
We
check.
are here.
1,
There
2.
we are.
Now they hear
There
us.
we are. Now I'm gonna go out on the stream in here.
Mic check,
Now
mic
I'm gonna
check,
go
mic
out on
check.
the stream in here.
Mic check, mic check, mic
We don't
check.
need to hear you.
Mic check, mic check. Becca's
we
doing
don't-
dishes in the background anyway.
All right. I think we're in there. So now, if you're watching the stream, let's kick this off. Don't know if we have anybody out there yet. Who cares? But we're going to have fun anyway.
All right, what's the game plan?
As soon as the intro music stops, then I usually go through my intro, welcoming everybody, talking about the stream, talking about you guys, talking about the game itself. And tonight it's going to be basically we're all going to bash on Dylan because he doesn't know how to do it.
Okay, I'm down.
That's the game.
Typical Dylan.
Dylan likes to get bashed on by 4 minutes.
I like it. Dylan, I wouldn't take that if I were you.
I don't really like it. I'm not a fan of what's going on.
You just said you liked it.
He's got 8 intelligence, so it's expected he doesn't know anything.
I don't want to get bashed on by 4 guys. Like,
How about 3 then? 3
And you're gonna get bashed on by people in the stream channel? Like, jeez.
is there a way to make your screen like full screen?
Which screen are you talking about?
Just like the map.
Oh no, we're not.
We don't know what yours looks like, but you can zoom in and out with the mouse.
Your mouse wheel, if you scroll in and out, you can zoom in. If you click and hold left mouse click
Right.
or right mouse click, you can
Right.
drag. But yeah, we'll talk about that as soon as the intro music starts.
Okay, so they can't hear me now.
No, there's no one in here anyway, so you're fine.
They probably can hear you.
Water Deep Ice Session 0, even though we're almost done.
Are you watching the stream?
I have it on, still don't see it.
Tell Chase to join it and watch us.
Oh, I actually meant to tell. He told me he would do it. I could send him the link. He'll probably watch it too.
What a dork.
Hey man, stuff's
I
entertaining.
actually love that guy already.
Yeah, like honestly, he's great.
I want to work with him way more than any of these other people.
Me?
You should ask Grant to fire
Not
Steve.
you, obvious. The problem is we can't fire Steve at this point. We need him.
All right, here we go. As
Shit,
the
they
music
can hear us
winds
now.
down. Yeah. Well, they could hear you anyway as you're talking over the music.
Hopefully
Hello,
Steve's
everybody.
not on it.
Welcome to tonight's episode of Agora Quest, our Forgotten Realms edition. I'm looking and my camera isn't lit up. How about that? So I got a super late start here, so guys are gonna have to bear with me as I attempt to unfuck my situation. Have to go to
Get your
my
camera working.
yeah. I mean, I can do it. I just have to. Essentially, I have to go to deactivate and then reactivate my camera so it picks up. Oh no, it didn't pick up. Why? Because NVIDIA is hosing me. It's on
Got
a
'em.
virtual cam. There we go. Now we're in there. So now we're going to.
I think your script is still going through too. That you're going
Yep.
through Kyle's
There we go.
character token.
All right. So now let me go and
It's
out of
a
stream
found.
mode. All right, here we go. So let's talk about us. So if you have not been here before, I'm Sean. I'm your host, bringing you together with some of the finest 5e players that this stream has to offer.
Absolute veterans.
This is our first ever Forgotten Realm stream. If you follow us, you know that we are here every Monday night from 7:30 to 11ish with our AD&D First Edition game set in the world of Greyhawk. If you come see us every other Friday, you know that we stream our 5e stream, which is also in the world of Greyhawk. However, this is our only Forgotten Realms, and this is our quote-unquote session 0, although these guys have been trying to do the same adventure for about 9 months now, give or take. A little slow on the uptake, but we're getting there. But we are doing Forgotten Realms Waterdeep Heist, or Waterdeep Dragon Heist, I mean. This is our face-to-face stream. We were doing this in my home for the longest time, but due to unfortunate circumstances, certain players didn't want to stay with us and decided to buy a house and move away. And so now we have to move online just to cater to his.
Stop being an adult.
I know.
Wow, you.
What is up with that? But anyway, so for the remainder of this particular adventure, which we are in the winding down stage, right? So if anybody who's played Waterdeep Heist before knows, we're at that section where things are starting to come together and the party's figuring out what's going on and they're moving in that right direction. We're in Chapter 4. They are 4th level. And so we plan to play this through to the end. And then once that is done, then this stream will probably go by the wayside and we'll be back to doing face-to-face because we would much rather laugh at each other's dice rolls that we can see than laugh at each other's dice rolls that go across the digital board. So you'll still have us on Monday. You'll still have us every other Friday. But for the foreseeable future, depending upon how long these guys take, whether they're quick to complete or they're a little slow on the uptake, it might be a while.
What if we savor the flavor?
You could savor the flavor. But before we get into all of that, as you know, as you watch the stream, for those that know, as you watch Twitch, you earn free tokens. If you're not a player of the particular stream you're watching, meaning our current players are not allowed. However, as you watch and you interact and every other thing that you do on Twitch, you earn tokens. You can trade those tokens in by clicking the little gold coin underneath the chat box out on the stream. It'll open up a window you can trade in and you can grant your favorite player or, of course, your humble DM, because who am I to deny you the opportunity to give me free gifts? But you can donate a natural 1 or a natural 20 to a player in the stream, and the player for that stream and that stream only has the opportunity to replace any dice roll in the game with a nat 1 or a nat 20. Whether if I hit them with a crit and they have a nat 1, they can say, nope, I want to replace the DM's crit with this nat 1, so he's a critical miss. Or vice versa. If a player misses and he absolutely has to have the kill shot, he can say, hey, I have a nat 20 on hand, therefore I want to use my nat 20 in place of whatever dice roll I've got. And so you know how it works for those that follow the stream. So if you do that, I encourage you to get them in now because, as I said, they're only good for the particular stream. They're donated. They don't carry over to next week or anything like that. So make sure it happens. However, if you would like to help support the stream and help these bumbling, stumbling fools get to the end of their quest, you, by cheering 200 bits, can grant advantage on any dice roll. And those do carry over from stream to stream. So if you happen to grant one of our players a advantage on a dice roll, then next week he has advantage on that dice roll, and that will carry over until the player use it. And unlike normal D&D rules, where you have advantage on a particular roll or the case may be, this advantage can be done on any dice roll, and you can have more than one on hand. So if you donate 1,000 bits, you can give somebody 5 advantages, and that will carry over from week to week, and they can use that advantage on a dice roll anytime that they want. So I encourage you to get that in early as well, so that the players have as much stream time as they can to use those. And like I said, that does help out the stream. Every dime that you guys put into the stream goes right back into it in its form of hosting services, content that I purchase and help provide to the players and whatnot. So we don't look to make bank on doing this. We have fun. We're a bunch of goofballs, but you guys helping us out every now and then definitely keeps the lights on a little bit easier. If you're a fan of Greyhawk, and I know this is a Forgotten Realms stream, but if you're a fan of Greyhawk, there is a page I would like you to go to. It's the Greyhawk Creatives page, twitch.tv/team/Greyhawk Creatives. And in there you can find 24 or so, maybe, I don't know, 15, however many content providers are in that particular group, ourselves included. But it's all Greyhawk content, man. So every stream has other things besides Greyhawk, but the vast majority of them are pretty much solid Greyhawk content. So if you're into that genre, if you're into that setting, I encourage you to go check it out. And yeah, so show them some love, just like you show us. All that stuff I've talked about, you can catch just by hitting !socials in the stream chat. That'll show you all of our who, what, where, why links. It'll show you our Greyhawk Creatives link. It'll show you our Discord link. It'll show you our Twitter page. It'll show you our YouTube channel where all of our streams get exported to. So I encourage you to go check all of those out. And so with that, I would like to bring you into tonight's episode of Agora Quest, our Forgotten Realms edition. We currently have a group of heroes who are within the city of Waterdeep. And recently, things in the city have been going a little bit sideways. There has been a rather intense spike in combat and altercations between various factions within the city. And one of those factions is the Xanthar group. Hey, Cardman, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you showing up tonight. One of those groups happens to be the Xanthar's Guild. The other group has to be the Zentarium. Yes, happens to be the Zentarium. Our group got mixed up in a kidnapping, and that kidnapping led to their looking out to find out what was going on. And as they began to dig in deeper, they discovered that this rise in altercations centers around an item known as the Stone of Galore. And apparently this Stone of Galore, which not only is an item of magic, but it is apparently a sentient item of magic, it is also a key. A key to what, you say? A vault. A vault of what, you say? Millions and millions of gold coins, which were allegedly stolen and hidden away by the last overseer of Waterdeep. I believe it was Lord Neverember, who was allegedly the one who embezzled this funds. And so our party has been slowly working their way, investigating, trying to discover who is behind it and why. And our last session, they managed to go down to Mistshore. Mistshore is a section of the city down in the docks where an alchemist lady, for lack of a better term, a magic user lady, whatever you want to call her, apparently had the Stone of Galore. So the party went seeking it, and when they got down, they discovered some Xanthar's Guild thugs and ruffians were trying to kick down the door of this lady's shop. And so our party intervened, and after I don't know if it was a tough battle, but after a little bit of a back and forth, they managed to take down Xanathar's group along with a marrow. All right, somebody's got their mic on, and it's feeding back into
the usual suspect.
The usual suspect it is. A marrow, and they managed to take down these thugs and went in and talked to this lady who has supposedly had the stone.
Brenda Garloth.
Yes, thank you. So Ms. Garloth did not have the stone. She thought that she would keep it for herself, knowing what it was, and she gave it to her familiar, a rat. And that rat had since taken the Stone of Galore into the City of the Dead, which is just a fancy term for the graveyard of the city, and took it to her family mausoleum, and that is where the stone was supposed to be. Well, our party, not ones to be shy away from undead or other creepy crawlies in the dead of night, made a plan, stuck to the plan, snuck over the wall, and managed to sneak past any guards who may have been watching the entries in and out of the graveyard. They managed to slip over the wall into the lush greenery and woods behind the wall, and worked their way through the graveyard to where they found the mausoleum of the Garloff family. And so, working their way into the mausoleum, they found a flight of stairs down, but there was nothing at all in the entire place. They search, no sign of the Stone of Galore. But they did, however, find that there were footprints that had stirred up the dust. And in the dust, our very own Sanatus Swiftfoot found a
That's me.
very ornate silver
There he goes
key.
again.
I know. A very ornate silver key. And so they grabbed that key, began working their way back up out of the mausoleum. And as soon as Sanatus opened the door, on the outside they saw 4 dwarf individuals, white-haired, pale, ashy skin, thick, heavy beards, all wearing armor and bearing weapons, staring up at him, saying, "Give me the stone, and we'll let you leave with your lives." And that is where we are going to start tonight's episode of Agora Quest, our session 0, if you will. Oh, we got a new follower. Let's make sure. Internal Air 98. Hopefully, this isn't a spammer. Eternal 98, thanks for the follow. We appreciate it. If I start seeing spam stuff come across, I'm kind of on a wing here because I normally don't watch chat. But I'm going to have to watch it tonight because I don't have moderators on tonight. Usually I have a pair of moderators that are my players, but none of you guys have got moderator rights to this yet. So as I said, tonight we are going to start right off the bat as you guys are standing in the mausoleum.
I'm always getting myself into trouble.
Sanatus,
You really are.
Inside. As you guys
Music's
are
going hard.
Yeah, you can if you go into Foundry at the very top, you see the menus. If you don't see the menus, it's collapsed on the right.
Yep.
At the very bottom, you can expand it. There's a little expand arrow, so you can expand that out. And at the very top, you can see what looks to be like a musical note. If you click on that musical note, you'll see the music
I
stuff.
see it.
Yep, and you can just, I think it's the playlist.
I got it.
one.
Yep, playlist. Perfect.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep, and you can lower it all the way down as low as you want. So I actually have to lower it in a couple places. There we go. So anyway, as I said, as you step out of or as you open up the door, Sanatus, standing in the shadowy darkness just outside the mausoleum are these 4, actually. You can't see the 4th one based on your view, but there are actually 4 of the these dwarf figures. I'll move the other one just so you guys can see them because I don't want to have to tell you. You can see him just outside, and the one that's at the base of the stairs is looking up at you, his hand on his hilt of his weapon as he looks at you, demanding that you hand him the stone. Give me the
Can we
stone.
see what kind of weapon he has?
Yeah, pretty much all of them have the same. They've got what looks to be javelins stuck over their shoulder, and they've got these huge war picks. It's just sort of hanging off the hilt of their belt. And as I said, they're just sort of standing there looking at you like, "All right, give me the stone, and I'll let you live." And now it's up on you guys.
No.
I don't have no stone.
I scream out. Why do you think we have the stone?
Because we heard that the stone was here, and when we gets here, we see Yin's here, and then that means Yin's must have the stone, because otherwise you would still be in there looking for it now, wouldn't ya? Give me the
Unless we're done
stone,
looking.
or I'll let you. I don't think so. I don't believe Yin's. You know who's looking for the stone. You give it to me now, and I'm sure he'll go easy on you in this life and maybe your next. Don't give me the stone, and it's going to be rough for all of you.
I look down at my feet and I just see some rocks and I just toss them at his feet and like, there's your stones, take it or leave it.
I like it. And with that, oops, I apologize. I forgot to unpause the game. So now you guys can as he sort of looks at you and says, "So that's how you're gonna be, eh? Fine then." And he grabs his war pick, and you see all of them immediately begin to grow in size. What started as regular dwarves are now probably a little taller than Sanitus. So they started about 4 feet tall. Now as they expand out and they all begin to grow, their war picks become perfectly sized in their hands, and they're all probably closer to 6.5 to 7 foot tall, as it is. And with that, we are gonna go. You know where?
Initiative.
Everybody roll initiative.
Don't even. I don't.
All right.
You remember how to do it, Dylan?
I had it up for a sec, but it went away.
Yep. So if you double click on your, actually, did you guys set them up with any action bars for that or anything?
No.
For initiative? Okay. So if you
Nobody helped me with anything.
That's fine. We'll walk. And tonight, as I said, tonight's probably gonna be a little slower just because we're trying to learn how the mechanics work. If you open your character,
Just a D20. What?
that is correct. So there's another way you can do it too. If you look on the navigation menu, there you go. Who's that?
Yeah, there's a little crossing swords on the navigation. It'll
Yeah.
show all our names, and you just hit the dice next to your name, and it rolls initiative for you.
Yep, that's probably the easiest way to do it. So can you see it on the stream at all, Dylan?
Did it work or no?
No, because you have to roll it. You either have to roll it from your character sheet, or you have to click roll initiative from the combat form. So, like Josh said, if you on the right hand side you've got the navigation. I don't know if you have it expanded out or not. It's normally.
Yes, I have it pulled out.
Okay, so the second one at the top, it looks like a pair of crossed swords. It's the second
Combat
one from
encounters.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you click on that, and then next to your name, you'll see the 20-sided dice. Just click that dice, and it'll roll initiative for you.
Normal, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. And Maxim, I'm still waiting on yours.
And he looks like he got booted.
Yeah, my internet died for a second.
Oh,
I had to restart my
okay.
computer. I'm here.
Right.
I missed everything. I don't know what happened. Is initiative rolling?
You didn't miss
Yeah,
much. I was
just-
figuring out how to roll.
All right, give me a second.
We,
Downloading.
we appreciate the fact you rolled the same, though.
Yeah.
What do you roll?
He rolled a 16.
How come your initiative rolls have like decibels?
So on my game system, I have it set so that dexterity is included. So if you have an 18 dex, you'll have 17.18. So if two people roll 17, whoever has the higher decimal goes first.
Gotcha.
All
All
right.
right, roll. We're good.
All right. As we have rolled initiative, it looks like Sanitus, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna move up to this front one here.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna
Front
hit him
what?
with the rapier.
Okay.
$16 hit.
16 hits.
All right.
So I don't know if you know if it shows for you or not, but in the chat, usually it doesn't even show. Normally it turns green. It'll show
Like
green
colored,
in the
right?
chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's
I
not
think
colored for me.
yeah, there's something that's interfering. I was working on this earlier. I don't want to talk about it. We can go through combat, but
Alright.
it's like it doesn't apply. It doesn't even let me manually apply damage. I gotta like open up the character sheet and change it. So there's a conflict in some add-on module that's pissing me off that I haven't got to. But anyway, so you just go ahead and hit your damage.
Hit him for 10.
10.
I he's sneak attack, right? Because he has someone within 5 feet of him.
What's that?
He's,
Yes. Yeah. So now I did fix that. If you Yes, your sneak attack. It'll
I was
roll.
going to ask, can I use it though? Because
Yes.
it only works for me if I'm 1v1.
Yep.
And I'm not technically 1v1 based off the way you have them set up. I just want to make sure we're.
He's within 5 feet.
Well,
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're right.
They
Then no,
can't
you
have
can't.
anyone around them. It has to be
Then-
just me and him.
I thought it was.
And then
His,
like
I thought it was. I didn't know it was anyone. I thought it was one of.
Well, the way it works is on a normal sneak attack. If I have essentially a companion next to me within 5 feet
Yep.
of my target, I can use it.
Yep.
But with Swashbuckler, I can use it without advantage or anything, as long as it's just me and him. So if
so
he
no,
has
you can't because there is so his partner is within 5 feet of him.
So I'm gonna use some of my movement, and I'm gonna use my bonus action, just dash away.
Disengage.
And also for your reference, since I also as a swashbuckler, since I have fancy footwork, if
Yep.
I hit them,
Yep.
they don't get opportunity attack.
Yep. Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
And it's it for me.
All right. Sanatus swings down upon this thing. Just as it's starting to grow, he grabs his rapier, sticks it through, piercing pretty deeply as the dwarf sort of yells out in pain, and he is too distracted by the pain to swipe at you as you depart, which brings us up next, Drakkar.
All right, I walk up to
Okay, that's 15 feet.
one justice hit,
Okay,
and I hit him with my great sword, or try to.
Make sure you target him.
yep. So if you right click on it or double right click it, it should target. There you go. You're targeted. Now you just do your whatever weapon attack, and it'll automatically do the. Just click on.
So I go under combat encounters or no? Somewhere else?
No, so nobody set
Nope.
anything up with. Okay, so double click your token, it'll open up your character sheet. Okay, and this is where it's a little pain in the butt
I
because
think I remember this
it's
now.
Yep. So it opens up, and on the third item or the third tab, there's little tabs along the right-hand side. The third
If
one
he-
down is your inventory.
If he goes to the top, he can goes to action, and it'll give him
Yeah.
everything he could do, and it'll show his weapon there too.
Which one?
Action, it's the very top tab. It's the fist.
Oh, yeah, I forgot on yours. Yep, so the very first one is the fist. So you can see your weapons. You can see great sword, hand axe, whatever.
Wait, this is under the character sheet or no?
Yeah.
Yes, your character sheet.
Double click your character sheet, so it should pop it open.
Okay.
On the right-hand side, you can see several tabs. The very first one looks like a fist. If you click on that, you'll see under action, you have your great sword.
I'm just not seeing the fist.
It's literally like a whole string of tabs on the outside of that sheet. Like
Yeah,
they're
it's
little
on the
black
right-hand
tabs.
side. Yeah, little black tabs on the right. Oh, I wonder if you have the you have the
I'm not seeing
right.
it.
you have
I'm
the
gonna.
right
I'm
character
sending a snap.
sheet. What's that?
I'm sending him a Snapchat so he can see what it looks like.
Okay.
Like so that he can see the tabs.
Well, I just want to make sure that we have the right character sheet because he may have it set to a different character sheet that looks
True.
different. So it should be default. If the compact one looks completely different than the legacy one and then the new one, so we'll get you through it. But we need to get him set up with
Action bars.
action bars. Yeah.
You can do that right now. Could you technically just drag it on for him?
Well, I don't know. They won't show up on his form, right? I have a different view than him, so. All right. So, can you not see it?
I have.
You see, I guess if are you looking at the stream? Are you watching the stream at all? Because
No, I'm not.
I was gonna say if you go to the stream, I've got your character sheet open on the stream. So
I also I
see
sent him a picture of literally right now on his phone. If he just looks at it, what it looks like,
Yep.
and it's circled.
Yeah, I don't have any. Oh, okay. I'm stupid as fuck. Alright, I got it.
All right, cool. There we go.
So hit
Now you roll the
great
attack.
sword.
So, yeah, so when you, it's not, why is it, yeah, it just clicked, it didn't do, it doesn't do the dice roll off of that, though, I don't think. Right? It shows the action that he can do, but it doesn't actually let him.
All right, Dylan, on that same tab then, like the same side where you just went up to the fist, where the fist was, go down to the third one, their inventory, and that's all your weapons. And you can just click the greatsword.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to do it.
Bad advice.
Yeah, it's all good.
So click it.
Yep, so click
And then what?
Great Axe. So now, if you look in the chat, so over in the, and this is why we want to have the action bar, because it's like too many steps really to do it through the character sheet. But if you, on the navigation on the right, the very first one that has all the chat going through, once you click on your weapon, now you'll see there's a little blurb that opens up that says your name with attack. All right.
Did I just do it?
Yep, you just attack with a 15. A 15 does not hit. So that is it for you, I believe. Dang it, I didn't want this. I wanted to. All right, so you still have like 5 minutes or 15. Sorry, 15 feet of movement left if you want to try to move out. But just know that they get an attack of opportunity on you.
I'll just sit here.
Okay.
We're about to be up there helping you out anyway.
All right.
Says the guy who ran away.
Hey, dude, I did it for now. I just needed my fucking sneak attack damage. Scared.
All right. So with that, Varys, you're up.
Okay, I guess we're just gonna dogpile on this guy. No slight or sign actor can be found with. Okay. Am I not assigned to my character? No.
Are you what now?
Okay.
Oh, you're good. Fireball. That hits.
Ooh,
19
nice
hits.
All right. Cool. My damage is still consistent.
I saw the 19. I thought you hit for 19. I was like, oh, that's the attack roll. Yikes.
Yeah. No. If only a firebolt could hit for 19.
Is that it for you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. As one of our enlarged dwarfs grabs his pickaxe, moves up, and he's actually going to move right to here because that won't.
Before he gets there, I will be attacking him with polearm,
Whatever.
my opportunity attack.
I don't know why
and
you
I
do
also-
that. You never hit.
And I also have Sentinel, so he might stop in his tracks 5 feet back.
Okay.
Let's see if I can
He's
click.
going
the
to roll in that
opportunity-
20.
Let's see if I can click the opportunity attack if that works. Just does it have a roll? Let's see.
Yeah, it doesn't give
It
you
does.
a roll. Does
It
it?
does. It does. Let me see.
There we go.
That's a
Oh, but that's a miss. It's weird that it doesn't show up on the screen that rolls, but that's it.
Well, the
for
thing
you.
is now it's asking me to use precision attack or not. I'm gonna use it. Let's see what happens. It hits.
That hits. Yes, sir. So
Nice.
the 19 hits, so you can go ahead and roll thy damage.
Now the problem is, let's see if it gives me a damage roll.
If it doesn't, just go ahead and roll.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
just hit with the polearm.
yeah. Just go ahead. Well, I was gonna say you've already hit. Just roll. What's your normal damage at the bottom of the chat block? There's a bunch of dice.
D10. It's a
Yeah,
D10.
so at the bottom of the chat
that.
box, yeah, just click one of those and I'll manually take the points off.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
it.
wait, I get to re-roll that because it's a
Oh, baby.
1.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Damn
Let me re-roll that again.
Ooh.
Hey, so
Yo,
that's
baby.
plus 3. 13 damage. 13
Nice.
slashing damage as he
Nice.
is stopped in his tracks 5 feet back.
All right. As he gets up and he starts climbing the top of the stairs, he goes to step through, and you time it perfectly as your polearm, your halberd, comes down, slamming right into his shoulder, massive scream of pain as the blade comes down. As you stop him too far away to hit you, he decides to take his frustration out on your comrade.
Just as planned.
Yeah, we want him to take the damage.
Oops. Let's see.
I got it.
Oh! As he slams down and misses Drakkar with a 7. Make sure that they don't have any additional. Nope, doesn't look like. Okay, as the next up, Max, you're up.
I'm gonna advance 5 feet forward, and I will attack the same Droger that I previously attacked.
Okay.
Slashing with my halberd.
All right.
Yeah, 20 net. Oh,
Ooh, so close.
Close.
19 hits. Man, this game system is like really super slow and updating. 24 total hits.
That one's on me because it asked me if I want to use precision attack.
I got you. Okay,
and I
that's
just
why.
realized that I can just close it rather than canceling it.
Yep.
All right, so now
Which is fine. Which is fine.
Swing for my damage. Oh, I get to re-roll it. Oh, it re-rolls for you. That's nice.
Yep, it does.
Very convenient. 11 slashing damage. I target the same arm that I slashed previously.
All right.
And now
as he
I will
screams, as he
follow up.
screams in pain as his left arm is literally severed at the shoulder. Blood comes gushing and spurting out over Drakkar. He wavers, but he grabs himself to steady with what's left of the stump of his arm. And
I will follow up then with my butt and smash his arm off. It's a 16 hit.
16 hits.
let's
Now we
go.
will finish him off, hopefully.
4 hit points.
Oh, it doesn't re-roll that one. That's kind of
Does it re-roll every roll, no matter what?
No.
On a 1?
It's supposed to
No.
re-roll that one.
As he screams, as you manage to take the butt of your polearm, as he screams in pain from his arm being severed, you jam your polearm into his throat and literally crush his windpipe as he drops to the floor dead.
Let's go.
And that is it for Maxim. Okay. Unless you wanted to move, you still got 15
I
feet
will
of
stay right where I'm at, and I beckon them forward to meet their fate. And since he walked into my range,
Oh my god.
I will
it's
swing
right-
my full arm.
Well, no,
And
he wouldn't.
only
He wouldn't
because
have
it
his.
reset. No, it reset.
Yeah, because it went to my
Yeah.
turn. It went to
Yeah.
my turn. So I swing my bonus.
Awesome.
Should I just use my halberd attack rather than using the opportunity attack?
Yeah,
What do you
that's
think?
probably better. Yeah.
That'll work better. Okay. We'll just roll that one.
That hits.
Oh, that's
And we know that hits. And we will swing the damage. No, not much better.
Yeah, 6.
Laughing as he follows the footsteps of his friend, I slash on him too.
All right. As he stopped, so that actually stopped him right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. So he once also takes his war pick.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
you're looking out, dude. That was me. It'd be
Alright.
that.
He was so flustered by getting stopped in his tracks, he didn't
Uh-oh.
know what to do.
Targeting me. Targeting me.
What? Not blocked by a wall. That's okay. I'm gonna put him right here, and then we'll do it. And doo-doo-doo.
He could probably walk to that same spot, couldn't he?
No. Oh, he could.
The one that
Yeah,
I blocked on.
that's actually true. He's gonna.
Yeah, because I can't attack him.
Yep. Thank you for
Don't give the DM advice.
I know. Yeah.
This-
All right.
It doesn't matter. They've funneled themselves into the
All right.
Oh, just
the
last
killing
one.
alley.
Last but not least.
Bunch of stormtroopers up in here.
Uh-oh.
All right, 15. 15 just hits. Thank you.
Oh, I forgot the +2.
Yep. And do.
No.
And I'm not sure if it actually is going to include the correct bonus on here. So, as he does, nope, it doesn't. So he rolled 10 plus 2, so it's actually 22 hit points of damage.
Jeez.
Oh.
They do double.
Is that the
damage.
enlarged one?
Yeah, they're all enlarged now.
Oh, they're all enlarged. Okay,
Yep.
okay.
I'm
So
gonna get one shot.
Dang, I don't have that
Can't
many.
get one shot hiding in the back.
Hey, bro, I'll be up there in a minute.
all right. As we go
Technically,
back to the
single
top of the
seconds.
order, Sanitus.
Seeing my friend just get his ass whipped, I'm like, I gotta go help this guy. So I'm gonna move up here.
Okay.
Target this guy and hit him with the rapier. That definitely hits.
That hits.
Then I'm gonna roll for damage. 7 plus my sneak attack. Now, yeah, sneak attack damage works now too.
Yep.
That's good.
For an extra 9 points of damage.
That's 16 total.
Yeah.
Is that it?
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action
Yeah, never.
attack again.
Okay. Well,
Nice.
that hits.
Hits.
I gotta change my dice. You guys got the good dice. I got the crap dice.
He just hit him for 20 something damage.
Another. You might need to take the 4 off that one.
What'd you do? What's the?
Well, see, it did my bonus, but it gives me the +4 modifier.
Did
Yeah,
you use
no.
the main one instead of the
Yeah,
offhand?
Yeah.
Probably I did the
Yep.
same one.
Yep, that's fine. So it's actually 5 off, right?
Yeah.
5 total.
Yep.
I can look on my sheet too to see
That's
if it
fine.
says offhand to see if it does something
Yeah, it
different.
should be an offhand attack one on there.
All right. That's it for Sanitus as we move up to Drakkar. As this thing slams into you, the strength behind it is rather surprising as he drives his war pick into you, a huge gaping wound just below your left pec, driving you back into the wall, causing you to ricochet back and stand back up. But now it is your attack.
I'm going to rage.
Okay, so on your sheet, I'll do it for you, but normally on your sheet, if you go to your features, rage, I'm going to click rage, and it'll say usability. So usability. And I don't know why it didn't take it, but that's weird. Interesting. Normally, there's a little rage icon that shows up on you, but I don't know why this one isn't.
So attack now.
Yep, now you can attack. Yep.
Make sure you target who you want to target.
Do.
And your frenzying attack too. I like it.
Can he do that though? I thought he had to.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, you can't do it
Yeah, you
until
can't
next
frenzy.
round. Yeah,
I
'cause
didn't
it's a
even mean to
bonus.
click that.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Just do your regular attack.
Nice.
Oh, 24 hits.
Now you roll the damage.
Yep. Now just wherever your attack was, there should be a damage thing.
Hey.
Like it.
13. As your rage builds up in you, as you're pissed off for getting slammed by this massive Druagar that just sort of sprouted size in front of you. His partner slams into you. You ricochet off the wall and come right back with your greatsword. Driving through his defenses, your sword pierces his chest right through his heart, out his back, and he drops to the stone, dead.
Also, I guess it doesn't matter. It didn't show the rage, so it would have been the +5 instead.
Yeah, I know. It's like I said, there's modules that I'm using that are conflicting somewhere, so I'm just probably going to get rid of all modules and go one at a time until I find out what's broken. But so Drakar, you can move if you want, or you can just stay where you're at, and then we move to Varys' turn.
I think I'll just stay.
All right, Varys, you're up.
Cool. That's not gonna hit, is it?
Sorry, what was it? A 14 does not hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Okay. I don't know if this will let me do it. I'm going to give it a try. See what happens. Yeah, it's let me. So if you guys don't want to go out on the stream, I'm actually streaming it on Discord too. So. All right. That is it for you. As this Druagar is going after Max.
Me?
Yeah. Because you were mean to him.
I didn't even hit that guy.
10 misses.
That's a miss, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my precision attack on him. Or sorry, yeah, precision. No, sorry, not precision. Riposte on him for even daring to attack me.
That's crazy.
Is this guy directly in front of me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna swing on him.
Yep. Battle Masters are fun.
Yeah, it's a miss.
That's a miss. Lucky him. Lucky him. All right.
I wasted it.
It's all right. It's your turn now anyway.
I know, but I gotta change my superiority dice to 0.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right, said guy. I'm going to go ahead and chop him up anyway.
Okay.
Probably not.
Probably not.
No, you're not.
And then I will attempt to bash his head in anyway. One more time. 3 in a row? Yeah! Yes!
Give that 4 points of damage.
It won't. It should re-roll the 1.
Oh, that's good. That's solid.
6 damage, bashing his
6
brains
damage.
out, I believe.
All right. As you slam down onto him, he cries out in pain as he can take no more. And this Druagar as well drops
Let's
to the
go.
floor. Before we get too much further, Cardman, let's see. I'm sorry, Monkey. Monkey Boogers. Hey man, how you doing? For any paladin or cleric, if
Monkey
none
Boogers.
to the DM. Agamorin. So we got all of our old-time VIPs showing up. Monkey is the one who provides all of our artwork and music for our other streams. He does character portraits. If you guys are interested in getting a character portrait done of your guy, that's not one of these stock images. Monkey will do a custom image for you, just like we do on our other streams. You just get with him in Discord and kind of talk through and what you want your character to look like, and he'll make it look exactly to your specs. Monkey, I hate to throw you under the bus, but you're going to have to do that for them as well, even though they're Forgotten Realms guys. We don't want to hold that against them. We are a welcoming and inclusive group. So that being said, yeah, if you just look up Monkey Boogers on the Discord channel, get with him. I am sure that he will help you guys out. Also, because we don't have a cleric here, our cleric is currently, yeah, no more kids.
MIA.
One more day. Woo! Anyway, so Monkey has donated a natural 20 to me. You're humble.
That's some bull. That's some bull.
Yeah, I know. So
I like it.
So now I have a nat 20 available.
Monkey has to know that we have been trying to get Sanitus killed
Yes.
Apparently.
since level 1.
Yep.
I guess I need to one-shot this guy.
He makes it happen.
Exactly. So, with that being said, as Maxim takes this guy down, it is now. Let's see why. Let's see which one is it. This one. This guy. I want to make sure this guy is defeated. This guy's good. This guy is defeated. And this guy's defeated. Okay. So as this final Druagar moves, no, he's going to stay right where he's at. And he's going to take a look, and he's going to swing down on top of Drakkar. 15 hits.
Does it?
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm raging, so I get half.
Yeah, it takes half
Oh, that's
damage.
good though. Yeah, that's. See, you know stuff now. You're learning. I'm so proud of you.
All right,
So proud.
So
Only
that
takes 4.
is hang on. No, because you got to remember they do double damage when they hit. So that's 7 and 7 is 14, 15, 16, so you actually take
I'm done.
8. You take 8 hit points of
know.
damage,
Okay.
leaving
That's
you
not
at
bad.
7, leaving you at 17.
Oof.
All right. And now we are back to Sanitus.
I'm gonna, duck down, get all crouching, and just slide in between my friends here.
All right.
I'm gonna hit this guy with a nat 20.
Yeah, okay.
You won't.
For the stream, for the stream.
Oh, that hits.
Soft 20.
Soft 21.
Yeah, that's
That is
11.
11.
Plus sneak attack. It's 8.
Nice. 19.
And I'm gonna hopefully take this guy out with my offhand.
Okay. That hits.
Jeez.
As Sanitus comes sliding in between you guys, you take the blow, but the rage that you've got going through you, Drakkar, is enough to sort of fend off the Druagar's massive attack. And as the Druagar is trying to reload himself, Sanitus sneaks up with a quick jab right through this thing's neck. You hear it gurgling, and as he yanks it back out, his second blade goes right up under the jaw, through the top of the thing's head, and it too drops to the ground dead.
Oh, baby.
As you guys manage to finally take out the Druagar.
Finally.
I take my rapiers and I just kind of rub the blood off on my legs and I just put them back.
Yep, as I should say.
I'm over here wheezing.
Holy we had-
You walked up a flight of stairs.
Sounds like me in real life.
Yep, exactly. All right. So as I said, you guys have come out of the mausoleum to face these. Even though they're Druagar, they're dwarves, whatever you want to call them, they are Sanitus. I mean, not Sanitus, but they are Xanathar gang members. You can see that all of them have a tattoo of some shape. They don't have their whole heads done or anything like that, but they do have, like, on their arms or on their chest area, you find that they do have the same tattoo markings of Xanathar's guild.
I would like to drag their bodies within the mausoleum doors and close the door because we definitely made a ruckus and we don't need anybody finding us out here.
Okay.
Smart.
For the moment.
Yep.
Gonna creep our way back in.
Okay. As you drag the bodies inside.
I suppose I'll throw all of them in these broken coffins.
Okay. So it takes you guys a little bit of time, maybe 10, 15 minutes or so, to drag
While
the
rummaging through their things, as
Yeah.
I was gonna say I want to run the pockets.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a investigations.
I don't know my favorite role. If I can
How
find
did
it,
you do
give me
that
a
so
second.
fast?
Yeah, I don't have it set up. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hey, just like in real life.
A 0.
I don't know why I
love-
even bother rolling investigation. I don't think I've ever passed one.
That's funny. So, as you guys you poke around, that's kind of weird. Where'd that come from? Sorry, I'm just looking at these. It's like there's these markings on the maps. You don't see them, but the DM does. I'm like, where'd this come from? Maybe it's because I opened up the journal entries and stuff. But anyway, so you guys are you search through them. You find a total of 8 gold coins between them all. Now, there's different ways you guys can track. If you want to do one individual tracks all your treasure, or you want to create a party treasure, we can do that. Most of my other streams or most of my other players usually do some kind of a some sort of a party treasure or whatever you want to do. But you guys decide. But you do
Probably
find
easiest.
another way that is on Discord. There's a channel called Forgotten Realms Loot, or there's a loot channel, whatever. You just type it in there, said found 8 gold, and that just keeps a track of the stream as we go. So you just kind of type it up, and then at the end of the night, we'll just go back and look at what treasure we found, and we can figure out how to divvy it up. But
I'll start typing in there.
okay, all right. So again, but you don't find anything like valuable. They all have war picks. Each one of them does have a javelin, so there are 4 javelins here. Should you guys wish to collect and take those?
What kind of armor do they have?
They're leatherish.
Leather?
Yeah, like a studded type leather armor. Dwarf size, obviously, but apparently...
I know a tailor.
Yeah. Right. So, as I said, so you guys managed to get that gold, and then you've got the key. That's about the only thing that you guys have found. No sign of the Stone of Galore.
They were looking for it. So, who sent... Are they Nazca's guy?
Are they what?
Nazca's guy. That was the dwarf that was supposed to give the Stone of Galore from Garloth.
Yeah. Yeah, don't know. You just know that they are members of the Xanathar's Guild.
I ponder that out loud to my friends.
Also, really quick, I want to see, first of all, what's everybody's passive. Yeah, everybody give me a perception check.
Wow, the usual.
Wait, how do I roll all those?
So
checks?
if you
On your main character sheet, it will
Yep.
have all the things right there, and you just click it.
Yep, on the main character sheet, if you open it up and you go to the, I think it's the second one.
When
Yeah.
I double click my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Double click your guy.
Details
It'll open up your
tab.
sheet. The second tab, the one that looks like a gear wheel, click that and you'll see
Okay,
the
yeah,
different
yeah,
skill
I
checks.
gotcha.
All you have to do is click on the
Perception.
and it'll roll the dice for you. Yep.
Yeah, click
Okay,
the
gotcha.
word.
I remember now.
Yep.
It's been so long since we did this.
So as you guys are dragging the bodies around and doing that, Varys, you just happen to note that and outside it's drizzly and rainy as it's been for almost probably, you think, your entire life, but it's probably been at least a couple weeks since the spring season is here and the fogginess on the ground. But through the various, as I explained before when you guys got here, they have these sort of floating globes of light and stuff that sort of collect here at night and kind of float around and keep a little bit of light going throughout the place, and then they disappear during the day. But in and amongst the light, you see something move in the trees, and you kind of look and glance again, and you see this huge floating eyeball with these tentacle things sort of coming off of it, and it looks and it knows you see it, It's almost as if it wants you to see it, and it just looks and it slowly turns away, and it floats and disappears into the darkness.
I don't like it.
I think it's time we make a quick escape now.
Yeah, I think we book it out
Why?
of here.
What did you
anything
see?
here for us?
I think somebody knows that we're here.
Should we go back and
You
visit what's her
tell.
name at the I forget her name.
Not tonight.
Brenda Garloff?
Yeah.
Because we're doing this
So,
in the middle of the
so she
night,
doesn't
right?
know about the key.
We've got to figure out how to get out of here without getting
I
caught.
say we get back to the manor, rest, and then we can do that in the morning.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
nothing really left for us here.
Okay.
All the bodies are properly disposed of and nobody will find them, correct?
As far as you know.
Yeah, so we'll
That's good enough for me.
try to doctor up the door again once everyone's out.
Someone's
and
gonna find out that the
make it
lock's
look
broken
closed.
eventually, right?
I don't think the lock was broken per se. We just found it
Wasn't it already
unlocked.
open when we got there?
Yeah, it was broken
Yeah.
when we got
I
there.
don't
Yeah.
think it was
Yeah.
broken though. I think it was just
I'm
unlocked
just
on the
gonna
floor.
I'm just gonna make it look like it's closed up again, like I
Okay.
did before, and we're gonna get out.
All right. As you guys exit the city or exit the mausoleum, closing the door and moving your way back outside as I move you over to the city map now, where we now have you guys on the map. So this token that you see on here is an indicated of the party. So nobody has control of it except I, your humble DM. So you guys just tell me which direction that you want to go as you go to exit. As you can see, there's actually, oh man, I'm hiccuping now. There's actually 3 gates that exit, one in the north, one in the middle of the west wall, and one toward the southwest. If you did not know, if you left click and hold your mouse click down, it'll create a little sonar. So you can click on the map. So you can just tell me kind of where you want to go to try to.
I say we
Would you
go
say
from
we
the same
came in
spot we
through
entered, right?
from
So
Selda?
you guys
Around-
came in right about here where I'm clicking on
Okay.
the map. You're about midway between, actually a little farther down, right here by Seldith Street is where you guys did, because I said there was a little bit of a bend right there. So that
Right.
bend, you guys were able to cross over right here, and so the guards up here on the northern side can't see you, and the ones down around the bend don't see as well.
Right.
It's
I
just a
feel like
matter-
that's.
Maybe we
I
should
feel
go
like we
out the
should
same
exit.
way.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
It worked.
worked
that
before.
time.
All right. I should very much like, if you guys
Good
don't
job,
mind.
Kyle. I'm glad we got the same mindset here.
I know you guys are like twins almost. If you guys would not mind giving me a stealth check, please.
Oh no.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
that could have been worse.
How do I open my character sheet when I'm not
Hey.
there?
So click the token
Oh,
and
yeah,
it'll
where's my
bring up the
character?
whole party and then you click your name.
Yep.
I
You
don't
said
think I'm
so?
here.
Double left click it. Double left click the token.
Am I with you guys on the map?
Yes. Double left click the token, the
Yep.
party token.
So, as I said, there's no individual token on this map. It's a party token that looks like the D&D symbol. That is where the whole party is. If you double click on that, it'll open it, and then you can see your... Oh, no, you're not. Hang
Yes, I
on.
was gonna say I don't
That's
see
Oh,
my
I
name.
meant to say that one of them wasn't in the party.
Yeah, because when I created that, he had not yet joined. So let's do this. And now he's there.
Look at his health. It's so low.
There we are. I was like, "Where's my name?"
Damage.
All right, what'd you say? I'm sorry.
So if
Okay,
you
stealth
if
check,
you
stealth
yeah,
check.
click on your name, it'll
Look
open
at
up your
this
sheet.
picture.
I got you.
Hey,
Whoa,
nicely
whoa,
done.
whoa,
As the
outstealthing the
three
road.
of you, 3 of the 4 passed, I'm so happy because I don't want to have to go through and bullshit with you guys. Tired of you bumbling and stumbling around this city. As you guys make it and you carefully climb over the wall, finding yourself now at the intersection of the City of the Dead wall and Selduth Street leading straight ahead. Your home obviously is up to the north, but the way you guys came down was via High Road. You came straight down High Road. But again,
we gotta get to Del Zoran Street.
Are we heading back to Troll Skull Manor?
Troll Skull, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because it's like
the middle of the night.
Isn't it like
it's
probably
like
4?
Yes,
almost 4 now.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta rest up too. So.
Yep. So if you guys were to look on the left-hand side of the stream, or on VTT, on the left-hand side there are some tokens over there as well. The second one from the bottom on the left, it says journal notes. If you click that, and then you'll see this SC stands for simple calendar. You click on that, it'll open up and tell you what time of day it is and what day of the week it is.
Oh, cool.
So,
yep.
So it's about 2.
I have it. I popped it out on my other screen.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you click, by the way, pop out, I did that so that if you have multi-screen, a lot of times, or I should say if you don't pop it out, you won't be able to drag anything off the screen that you open it up on. It'll have to stay inside the VTT. But if you click pop out, it'll actually let you move it to another screen so that you can have multiple things on one screen. You could pop out your character sheet, keep it on the left-hand screen, and then you'll never have to close it again, and it'll always be there for you.
That's a great idea.
That's a smart idea, honestly.
Yep. So, as you guys work your way back, I need to double click just to make sure I know where everything is. Yep. I want to make sure I know everything's at on this. It's because I got the new map, and I'm trying to think where Troll Skull Manor is. There it is. Okay. Yep. Okay. Oh, let me zoom in, get you guys, and move this up. I'm not even going to bother to.
They're at only 170 feet. That's pretty close.
Yeah. It's actually not 170 feet, but I need to change the scale on this map, apparently. All right, as you guys are now back at Troll Skull Manor, I can put you there, and we can do this.
Dang, we snuck in and out of there without getting caught.
Yep.
You guys are almost like me.
Yeah, as you guys...
Varian was better than you.
Yeah, it takes you guys a little while to get back. But about 3 in the morning or so, you find yourselves...
The place is crashed.
You find yourselves back inside Troll Skull Manor. Camilla is there, although technically she's in bed, even though she's here on the map. But you guys find yourselves back inside, nice and quiet as the rain begins to come down more outside. It's warm and dry. What do we want to do?
I think I'm gonna hit the A for the night.
Probably go to bed because it's like very late.
Okay. So, as you guys hit the bed, go ahead and give yourself a long rest. If you don't know how to do that, if you open up your character sheet, at the very top next to where it shows your level, it looks like a TP tent. It's the one in the middle. There's a knife and fork on the left. TP tent, hit that one, give yourself a long rest. It should reset all of your stuff. Drakkar recovers 28 hit points. I'm sure that he's a happy kind of guy.
I was getting a little scared there for a sec.
Yep.
Oh, you haven't even died yet. You haven't even
I
gotten
I forgot
unconscious.
that those things grew out of nowhere and were double damage.
You haven't even gone unconscious yet.
Your long rest takes you guys until roughly noon the next day. And when you awaken, you hear the sounds of folks downstairs enjoying themselves and their midday meal. Your servants moving in and out. When you get down, who do I want to hand this off to? I'm just going to roll a 6-sided dice, and we'll just figure out which character in alphabetical order it is. It's 6. So we're gonna go. Has to go back to the top. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have to go with Drakkar because Camilla's not here. So Drakkar, you are approached by one of your staff, in particular, the head cook, comes to you, knowing that you're a new guy, but still you're like apparently one of the team, and so she walks up and she says, "I'm not sure what's going on, sir, but I found this," and she holds a bag, an empty bag of flour, and it looks like it's been chewed through.
Oh no.
As he hands it to you. "I'm not sure. I've not seen anything that would be doing it, but we found this in the kitchen yesterday, and Miss Camilla said that we should bring it to your attention so that everyone would know. I'm sure she'll want to tell her yourselves, or she wanted to tell you herself, but she had a late night, so she said she was going to be down late today. So if you would be so kind as just to put that in the back of your brain. I'm not sure what it is, but we might be wanting to call someone from the exterminators to come take a look and see what they may find."
Interesting, because I've asked the cooks, they never saw anything before.
Aye,
Because
and
I've had a
they've never
customer
seen.
complaint. I had a customer complaint that they've heard that we've had rats in our kitchen.
Really? No, but I swear on my mother's life and my father too, I have not seen a single solitary rat in this fine establishment. That would never do in my kitchen.
I wonder if someone's planting something.
Either planting or letting rats loose and then collecting them in the night.
As she thanks you and then goes back into the kitchen.
What if it's Grinda Garlot's familiar?
Indubitably.
So, you guys
the
find
familiar
yourself.
is a rat for our viewers.
That
I
is
say we
correct.
call the exterminator.
I'm here.
Yeah, why do we need an exterminator? We're all capable of taking care of some rats.
Alright, go in the ducks. You got it.
I'm gonna check the kitchen out, see if I see anything.
I'll wait outside.
Rat droppings or anything.
Okay, go ahead and give
Check
me an
your hair.
investigation check. Oh, Monkey has given the party a nat 1.
Man, this guy hates us.
No, it's for us.
No,
Oh,
it's for you.
Oh, nat 1. Oh, yeah. Yay!
Yeah.
He loves us.
But Monkey, Sanitus is not allowed to use it on him to save himself. Promise us that.
I don't need to. I'm just gonna run,
Looks to
dude.
come with
I'll never
conditions.
die. I will never die.
I like it. So, oh shit. Did the investigation.
Well,
So as you search around, you're actually pretty impressed, Sanitus, as you look around. Your head cook, Miss Dorothy, is pretty on top of things apparently in the kitchen. You've noticed that she's a little vocal against the staff, making sure that everything's just so. But you never really bothered yourself in the kitchen too much. But coming in here, everything is in its place. Everything looks clean. Even though the midday meal's in full swing and she's over there cooking and a sloshing stuff around, while there are dishes and stuff to be done, it's still relatively clean.
can I ask
Have we checked the rest of the manor? Like said basement? Or...
I can assume we can assume that you may have gone to the basement because the basement itself is like right behind the bar area.
Okay.
Let me. I'm looking for where this has it in here.
Or any other like way the rats can get in and out of the kitchen? Like
How can we contact our friendly ghost to scare any rat off?
I don't know.
We don't see any like holes in the walls that have started
No.
appearing.
No, your investigation reveals like nothing that you would think or would give rats or anything like that.
Yeah, let's ask some of the staff to Tell them I'll give them each a copper. They stay up a little late and do like a little stakeout to see if they see anything appearing.
That's not a bad idea. I like that plan.
Okay. As your two halfling brother and sister are more than agreeable. I thank you, sir. We'll be more than happy to stay. Oh, you see that? It's double their wages in one day.
Maybe we should
Now they
set
have a place to
trap.
stay. They're happy.
Maybe we should set a trap to see if it is rats, and have them look after the trap.
What kind of
where can
trap
we
do
get
you
these rat
suppose?
traps?
Maybe we could just put like a piece of cheese or something. In.
You'll just find
All
Santa
the
just in the
days.
corner eating cheese.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll let all the staff know to keep a lookout as well throughout the day to see if they see any weird sound, hear some weird sounds or anything like scurrying or gnawing on anything.
That's fair. Okay. So, again, you guys spend maybe 30 minutes, upwards of an hour trying to figure out, what's going on or whatever. But by 1 o'clock or so, you've decided that, you don't see any signs. Could be an anomaly. Could be just a rodent or something got in and just happened to take care of that one bag. But regardless, it is a little bit of a concern on your mind that there could potentially be vermin desecrating your good establishment. But it is now time to turn back to our task at hand as we sit around the table and discuss what happened last night, what was found, and what we need to do today.
I would like to revisit Garlisle to see if she knows anything about this key, since it was found in her family's
What do
mausoleum.
we suppose the key might even go to?
Yeah, that's the thing. But maybe since it's her family's, maybe there's some thing that she can give some insight on.
The key was covered in dust when we found it, right? Or was it that someone knocked dust onto it? I can't remember.
Yes, it looked like it fell into the dust as if somebody had this with them and it happened to fall onto the floor.
Is there
She
a
might not
way?
even know it's been ransacked through.
Could Vajara at the Blast Staff help us with this key? She's got magic.
Maybe.
Magic does stuff like that, right?
Yeah. If we go there, though, we can't take Drakkar.
We can. She wants to meet him.
Oh, true. That'd be a good time for him to meet the Blackstaff.
Okay.
So we want to go see her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't have any outward issue with it.
Does she have an ability to find where this key goes? Though that's why I don't know.
Well, the only
There's some way to scry. I don't know what would magic.
Oh, we're not high enough level for scrying, and not to mention scrying, you have to know who you're looking for. Though going to the Blackstaff really is only going to help if it has magical properties, which I have a feeling that this key does not have.
That's why I was suggesting
then we
bringing
can skip it.
Everything seems to be tying around this Garlisle lady.
Garloth.
Yeah, I mean, I would sooner say let's go back to her than go into the Blackstaff, because I don't think the Blackstaff's really going to have any insight.
Stone
let's
of
go back
Agora
to
was
the
supposed to
lady.
be over here, you know.
Oh, we can,
Visit her
but
favorite
if this key's somebody
mausoleum.
else,
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to get a whole list of people who know about this.
Yeah. I just feel like with it being her mausoleum, it would be a good place to start.
If nothing else, we can tell her that her family mausoleum has been desecrated.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell her that. That we left it
I
as clean as it
mean,
was.
she's gonna ask us what we found, right?
No.
I'm
She's probably
assuming
going to.
so. We won't just show up to her for no reason, so she'll know something's up.
Right. So what are we gonna say when she asks us, "How was the family mausoleum?"
I'm gonna roll
Dumped a
deception
couple
and
of-
try to
dumped a
deceive her and
couple of
say that
bodies
the
in
mausoleum's
the
fine. It's completely fine, no trouble at all.
Now the Xanathar mausoleum, actually.
Yeah. So do we want to go to her, or do we still want to go to the Blackstaff?
Let's go to her. It's fine.
Alright, so we're gonna go back.
Yeah, let's go visit her.
Okay. So you guys finish your midday breakfast or whatever, leaving the ever capable Camilla
She
in
fed us all
charge.
too, right? We all get 2
Oh,
points
yeah.
of temp HP.
Yeah, we can do that. Yep. So make sure you give yourself.
Add that on.
So I don't know. On the right hand side, if you open up your
Oh, I
character
see it.
sheet, there's a
I
little
see
blue
it.
thing. You just put a 2 in there, and that'll give you 2. All right. As you guys head back out into the city,
The
working
Misty Door.
yeah, as you work your way down High Road, heading south toward the docks, and once again you find yourselves at Mist Shore. Standing outside the ladies' establishment where you last met her.
I'm gonna just knock on her door.
Okay. It takes a few minutes, and there's a click, clink, 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 chink, as all of the bolts on the other side are slid. Oh, boys, what are you here?
Did you find the stone?
We did not find the
about
stone,
that.
milady.
And she
May
looks
we
sort
come
of
in to
she
discuss
looks
this further?
as she invites you in to the inside of her establishment. She has a rather quizzical sort of, what the hell you mean you didn't find my stone or find the stone? As she brings you inside, offers you a seat, and she goes and grabs what appears to be a little kettle of tea, pouring herself some tea into a porcelain cup. Sitting on a cushioned chair, she looks at you expectantly.
How many other people know about this mausoleum? Your family's mausoleum.
Oh, I don't know. I would suppose everybody that has ever been in the crypt or the city of the dead, people see it all the time, I'm sure, walking by. My sister, although she's in Daggerford, so she knows about it because, of course, family.
Well,
Other than that,
someone
I'm
was
not-
able to lock the pick, get inside, and ransack it completely.
No. As she genuinely has this look of like, what do you mean ransacked? And she literally says that. What do you looks right at Max. What do you mean ransacked?
Busted
They
coffins.
busted everything, destroyed anything.
Oh. Whoa.
Shattered bones everywhere.
Well, at least there were still bones. Did they
Do we
take?
remember which of us has the key to show her? Was it me?
I believe Sanatus
Yeah, I
picked it
think
up,
you.
but I don't recall if
Oh.
he gave it to you.
Whatever he did. Whoever's got it.
I thought he gave it to you, if I remember.
That's fine. We can say Varus has it.
All right, I'll just pull it out of my pocket and say, Do you recognize this key?
Oh yeah, that's the one I had.
She sort of walks over and squints at it and looks it up and down. No, but it's a very nice key. Is that silver? Don't see
Yes.
that very often.
Well, we found it inside your family's mausoleum, and if you don't recognize it,
Oh,
then it's
somebody had to
Hmm.
make it. If you go to one of the guilds, they might be able to tell you where. Usually, those what make keys and make other such protective devices like locks and such, they have to be registered in some way so that everybody has their own sort of way of making things and their own markings of things and stuff. So I imagine the guilds would probably be able to tell you. If you go to the Metal House of Wonders or which is the guild hall, of course, of the Splendid Order of Armors and Locksmiths, I am sure that they would be able to tell you at least what it's made of, or maybe even who made it.
Can we kind of like look at this key and see if there's like a maker's mark on it or anything?
Yeah, give me an investigation
Oh, no.
with advantage.
I was gonna roll for it too, actually.
Okay, that's fine. Anybody that wants to?
We all have the key. We can look at it.
Are we all rolling for it?
Oh, I actually rolled something.
I don't know. Yeah, yep. So as you look, there's no like owner's marking or discernible anything that you can really see. However, that's with advantage, by the way, Sanitus. Although it's very finely made, and it looks like whoever made it took their time and put a lot of effort into making a very crafty, ornate skeleton key.
Skeleton key?
It's a very good key.
Can I roll to see if maybe she's hiding? Maybe she actually knows what it is, but doesn't want to tell us?
Give me an insight check, please. She, as far as you're concerned, is on the up and up. She looks kind of upset that her family mausoleum was ransacked. Genuinely surprised that the Stone of Galore was not there where her rat said it would be.
I'm gonna ask her, does she know of anyone that could have ransacked the mausoleum?
Well, this is a rather big city, and there are those who are ne'er-do-wells.
Can you tell us about Nazca? Tell us about that. He was your Xanathar contact, correct?
But it wasn't like I knew him. I just knew he was the one that I was supposed to give the stone.
How did you get into contact with him? Or how would you have?
When you in the business of potion making, and of course folks are always intrigued by my device, you get to meet odds and ends folks, and if you look around, the clientele in this little neighborhood is not the most trustworthy of those.
Could you do us a favor? Could you set up, potentially it would be a drop off for the Stone of Galore so we could meet this guy?
Oh, Nazca?
Yes.
That's the dwarf that you shot off the top of the boat the other day.
Oh, well then.
So no, I don't think I could be. I could arrange a meeting for you, but it would require a cleric or a well-placed knife.
What I would tell you is, as we left your mausoleum, there was more Xanathar men waiting for us.
Well, that's to be expected. He was expecting his stone, and apparently,
how would he have found
I don't
mausoleum?
know. I do not know. Although, maybe it wasn't the stone they was following, but those what were looking for the stone.
That makes sense.
To which point, Varys, ding, light bulb. As you saw the giant eyeball floating away, it was obviously following / watching.
Would you say that eyeball looked very similar to the one that we slayed in the sewer?
In fact, it was probably almost a duplicate. If you didn't swear, it was a reincarnation of one.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
Max, you remember those memories? You died down there.
That's why
one of my very first memories.
Yeah,
we're glad to have you back.
Max's first war flashback.
I called it a baby beholder.
I'm going to ask her where is her familiar now.
And she sort of looks. She goes, that's a good question. He never came back from delivering the stone. Now he's wont to do that, but usually he's back within a day or so. But it's been a day and a half, and I haven't seen him. So
you said he was a rat, correct?
Yeah, he was a rat.
We've been finding at Troll Skull Manor evidence of rats.
I can assure you that my familiar is not going across town to go visiting other taverns and inns. That I can assure you.
Thought maybe he'd be a party rat and wants to come see everything.
Maybe, but I don't think so. So, if there's nothing else that I can do for you boys, I do have things that I must attend to.
So I guess we'll go check out this guild and check out see if they know anything about the key.
About the key.
Guild's the next step, I think.
It's right here in the dock order, just on the other side. The Splendid Order of Armorers and Locksmiths and Finesmiths. I'm sure that somebody in there can tell you who this thing belongs to, or at least, if not who it belonged to, who perhaps made it.
We thank you for your help.
Thank you for your services.
Okay. All right. So, you guys work your way. Oh, that's okay. You guys work your way back into. I'm going to pull you all the way down to the dock ward. I don't know exactly where on this map. I know Mist Shore is down here. Where you guys go? There they are. Here they come. I do know that you guys are in that area. Now, I don't know exactly where in here the guild is, but I'm just going to leave you like right down in this area.
That's too much detail to know.
Huh?
That'd be a lot of detail to know. Every one of these buildings.
Well, yeah, I don't remember off time. I mean, a lot of times I'll actually come in here and ahead of time. I just didn't get a time to prep that much. But once I get some time, I'll go in and I'll mark where a lot of these things are, so at least I know where you go. Yeah, see, because Mist Shore is over here. That's where you guys are right now. Right? So as we look, it's on
The Street of Smiths is right here. Could it be over there?
Where's that?
Pinging, I'm pinging, I'm pinging.
Yeah, it's actually it's in the dock ward, so it's probably not over there. So it's down here somewhere. But like I said, I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to leave you guys in this area of the dock ward, and I'll put you like right here in Fish Gut area, right here in the Fish Gut Court. So I'll just right over here somewhere. But the bottom line is, you guys, after asking around a little bit, you find yourselves a little later in the afternoon, probably closer to 3:30 in the afternoon. You guys find yourselves at the Guild of what they call the Metal House of Wonders. The official title is the Splendid Order of Armorers, Locksmiths, and Finesmiths. And you guys find yourselves inside as you're beginning to enter. You can hear tinging and banging as people are working on small metal things. So there's small metal hammers working with fine detail, and other big hammer and slam down as they're like banging on swords and all this other stuff. But that's just sort of the outer edges. As you get toward the inside, it's a little more quiet, and you guys are met by a guild member, a rather rotund fellow, big, huge, broad shoulders, bushy beard, bald head. He's got black streaks on his face, look like he's been working on an anvil or on a forge or whatever. Has a thick leather apron that's partially soot covered. His hands are like big, thick sausages with her fingers and stuff, as he sort of smiles and welcomes you.
Gentlemen, I am Bartholomew Gist. I am one of the guild leaders here, and how may I be of assistance for you today?
We got a little investigation going on here, and we wonder if you could help us discern a maker of something.
But of course, we can look through all of our records and all of our experts, and we will be able to determine anything made of metal within these walls.
It should be
what is it that you are?
Easy to find.
And
it seems pretty unique.
I'm gonna hold out the silver key.
Okay.
I feel like he's not going to do this for free.
As he looks and And he sort of takes the
He'll
key
do it
and kind
for
of
you, all right.
turns and spins it around. He goes,
Fine work, fine work. This was made from one of our guild members, but I don't know exactly who. But if you give me a bit of time, I am sure that I can find the answer for you. Is there some place that I can reach you when we finally determine who said maker of this exquisite key might be?
Troll Skull Manor, the finest tavern in town.
Tell
Oh,
your
I
friend.
don't know about that. The Lurch is a rather nice place as well. So
Come on down so we can convince you.
Oh, well, where is this establishment? I may take you up on your offer. Perhaps once I discover who the maker of this key is, I can visit you directly, and you can show me this fine tavern.
Troll
that you
Alley,
speak.
right off of Delzorin Street and Sardune Street.
In the North Ward.
Oh, you are all the way across town. That's a long walk. Don't know if my
It'll
old
be
war
worth
legs,
it.
don't know if my old war knees will be able to take it, but perhaps yes, okay, I shall do so. It'll take us perhaps a day to do the research necessary to find the maker of this key, but if it is to be found, we shall be the ones to find it for you.
We appreciate that.
You are most welcome.
For your assistance. We're gonna.
Most well. Oh,
Alright.
I should say that, of course, the guild is always accepting tithes to those who seek our services. I would never ask you to give more than you feel that you can afford. However, guild does have operating costs that you hope you do understand.
Yes. Let me see here.
Check his pocketbook.
How much coins do we all have?
That's what I'm
Well,
getting
we
to.
just
One
we
second.
just killed 4 men for 8 gold. Maybe we can spare one.
Can we
Uh,
expedite this process?
I don't know if I don't think he's gonna do it for one. I mean, I also covered the rest of the deal. So yeah, I think if we just give him what you think, 3 gold out of that 8 that we found off them guys.
That's fine with
Yeah,
me.
it works.
All right, so we'll hand him 3 gold out of that.
give me a persuasion check, please, Varys.
Okay.
Can we I want to persuade him to speed this
Persuasion.
up.
Well, if we don't fail to persuade him and he says, you have 8 gold.
Oh, there we go.
As he says, he goes, his eyes kind of light, and he takes the 3 coin.
You are some generous folk. The guild sincerely appreciates your business and the opportunity to show you what we can do for you. So, should you ever have need of our services again, please do not hesitate to come back and ask for Bartholomew. And then,
And don't hesitate to show up to Troll Skull Manor.
oh, you can bet your bottom dollar, or your last coin, I should say, that I shall be there. Hopefully by tomorrow, we will have an answer for you, good sirs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. As he leaves you to yourselves, and you are to do what now? What do we want to do now?
What do we even do?
I don't know.
That's a good question. As if at this point it's a waiting game.
What if we stroll by the City of the Dead and see if there's any hubbub
Yeah, we
happening
should have
from
paid
yesterday?
him more to speed it up.
But we paid him pretty handsomely.
I know, just kidding. What do we do?
Let's go see the Black Staff just to introduce Jakar to her. Why we got time to kill.
We could do that.
yeah, I
You can
suppose
get a
that's
chat too.
just as well.
If we're waiting a day, might as well.
Okay.
We'll go to the Blackstaff and meet Vajara.
All right. Ah, man, my cough is just killing me. As you guys move your way across the city, eventually, it's about 5:30 or so, as the sun is beginning to cross the or descend down beyond the western sea. You find yourselves at the Tower of the Black Staff as the city's shadows begin to get longer, as the mist and the drizzle and the rain continue soaking everything. By the time you get there, you guys are like one big waterlogged lump of cloth as you arrive at the
Deja vu.
Blackstaff Tower. Yes, this is like an everyday thing now. It's almost like you guys are used to it. But you find yourself in the Tower of the Blackstaff. You are escorted inside. There, sitting in the seat in her office, is the Blackstaff as she greets you, welcoming you all. So, gentlemen, I see that you have brought your friend, Drakkar, I believe is his name, yes? Is this your name?
Yes,
Well, I should
that
like
is
to,
my name.
I should like
It's
to...
nice to meet you.
Yes, I'm sure it is. Please have a seat. As she has you all sit. So, what have you of a report?
Well,
Didn't go like we thought it would.
I see.
we're
We didn't get
still,
caught though. Nobody knows we were there, so that's
but somebody beat us to it.
Yeah,
And
everything was already wiped out.
her eyes kind of squint down. She goes, Zentarium?
possibly, but we were followed by Xanathar's group.
I see. Well, this would make sense as I was going to summon you anyway. It seems that there is a concerted effort by Xanathar's crew to locate the Stone of Golor so that they may find the key to the Dragon Vault. And of course, the Zentarium have decided that they would much rather have the gold than to allow Xanathar's men to have it. And so this is what we feel is obviously the impetus behind all of the attacks and all of the issues that the city has been going through the past the past few months. So what next is on your agendas?
We found a key, a very ornate key within the vault, and we are having it identified.
And
Find
what
who
is
made
this?
it and what it goes to. Someone who ransacked the mausoleum left it, or rather lost it in the commotion.
Are we sure it was lost, or was it?
No, we're not sure. I guess we'll find out.
It didn't seem to belong there. So our theory is that it was brought in, and once we find the owner, that'll be our next lead. But in the interim, no, we do not have much to do, as it were.
Okay, so well, I don't have anything for you. Although, right now, I have someone confirming something. So, just be aware that there may be an upcoming mission that could sidetrack you slightly from your current endeavor. So, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Stay focused. As soon as
Do you
find...
believe the city or the Blackstaff will step in sooner or later between these two guilds? Rival guilds?
I believe that the city is already trying to crack down on things. However, the Zentarium are a very shadowy organization. Xanathar, he is like 100,000 tentacles all moving concertedly from one area to the next. If you pin one of his tentacles, the other 999 somehow manage to dance away. So it's sort of like nailing pudding to a wall, trying to find out where he is or what is going on.
Please don't bring up puddings.
I see what you did there. So yes, we shall do what we can.
I believe in the meantime, then, you can find us at our establishment.
I don't necessarily need to find you in your establishment. And she taps her head. I can find you right here.
Yes, but
But your
that's
point is
where I
taken.
think we'll be. Yes.
Your point is taken. So okay. So you guys leave the Black Staff about an hour later, and by 7 p.m. or so, you guys find yourself back at Troll Skull Manor.
And I guess I'm just gonna be helping out Camilla, managing the bar.
These rats. We gotta find out about these rats, though.
Damn rats.
Rats or rat? Whoa, we overshot it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That was just a guess because I didn't even see on the map where you were. Anyway, you guys find yourself back at Troll Skull Manor, enjoying the evening meal as it begins. The evening meal begins. You guys all sit and sort of work to discuss, what's your next plan, what's your next thoughts, or whatever.
I'm gonna ask the staff if they've seen any updates on our
two halfling
situation.
workers.
Nothing on the rats. Your two halfling workers have agreed that they will stay late tonight, and they will hide in the shadows in the kitchen, waiting for any fell little rat that may dare to try to tread its way across the sacred ground of your kitchen.
What if it's something more insidious than a rat? What if we just got these two halflings murdered in the night?
I guess it's the chance.
Good thing I only paid them the copper.
Technically, we'll get that copper back, so I guess it's not.
I forgot it hasn't been a day yet.
It has not. It has not. So
what are we gonna do?
In my helping Camilla run the bar, am I able to pick up on anything that patrons are saying that I would find concerning?
Give me a perception.
I want to do the same thing, but I'm going to blend into the background.
Okay. Just go ahead and give me perceptions.
Ah, shit.
I know, I was so close. It was almost a 19.
Gives me a nat 20.
Hey, not bad.
So, as you guys are enjoying your evening here at Troll Skull Manor, mixing it up with the patrons a little bit, for the most part, people are discussing more about the political environment, about what's going on. People seem to be very, very concerned about the war going on between Xanathars and apparently the Zentarium in the city. A lot of people are still concerned and talking about the fact that a fireball literally blew out the windows of this place. They're barely repaired. You guys still have work to be done as the Carpenters Guild and the Street Cleaners Guild and whatnot are all sort of working concertedly to get your establishment back up to snuff from an exterior standpoint. Inside, it's pretty decent. You guys were able to take care of all that, but for the most part, though, that's what they're talking about. You do hear occasionally, Sanitus, a couple of people. You don't really hear them say a lot, but you kind of look. They're kind of looking on the ground and looking over in the corners and kind of looking under tables and stuff. And they like shrug their shoulders to go back to drinking and laughing and having a good old time, almost as if like, yeah, we've heard, but we don't really care right now because we don't see anything ourselves. That's kind of the body language that you get from them.
I'm not the rats because I didn't hear you. Kind of cut out, and got really quiet when you were speaking.
Oh,
so.
sorry.
Yeah,
they don't. Yeah,
okay.
they're the folks are just kind of looking. they're not really saying, they're just talking general chit chat, nothing specific, nothing about rats per se, but people's body language, a few of them you do see, like, even though they're enjoying themselves and drinking and having food and whatnot, they're kind of looking under tables and they're looking over their shoulder, like in the back corners and stuff, to see if they see anything, looking in the rafters, right? See if they see anything kind of that might be a indication that there's a rat, but most just kind of shrug. And like I said, their body language is more along the lines of, we may have heard something, obviously, because we're looking, but I don't see anything, so I don't give a fuck.
Do any of them look like shady? Like they're trying
Should
to
we
sit
start asking?
Nobody looks shady. They look like regular city folk, merchants and stuff like that. But yeah, they don't look like anybody shady that you can make out.
Should we just start asking people like how their experience has been?
Yeah, Keen, I like that.
Like, you know, how waiters, you know, the managers will come over, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
we both go around doing that.
Okay. So as you guys are going around, yeah, people are like pretty chill. They like the place. They're happy it's back open. And it seems like, especially some of the older folks, it looks like they used to be patrons of this place before it got shut down like 8 or 9 years ago. And so they're so glad that it's back because it's like in a prime location. They don't have to go out of their way. It's big and roomy. It's cozy at the same time. Obviously, it's got great new management in which you can tell that they are really schmoozing you guys as you're kind of talking to them and stuff like that. They are really like laying it on thick on how great you guys are doing and how awesome this place is, and et cetera, et cetera. But nobody gives you any indication that they've had any problems or they see anything.
Should we rest again for the night?
Better not. We've only been open for 4 days.
Should we rest again and hopefully we get some information more about the key?
Or can we ask those people what it was, maybe the manor like before, before under the old management?
Apparently it was good. Apparently it was good. But there was a lot of issues when it came to like paying the bills, and apparently they ran afoul of some bad folks, made some bad deals with some bad folks, and kind of lost their asses, for lack of a better term. And the city,
they ever have phantasmal issues?
Nobody mentions it. So you're not really sure. But nothing to the extent that you guys have now, where you actually have a chair over there sort of semi-rocking with a violin or whatever, a lute playing away, plucking strings, while it's not like super great bard or anything like that. It's music nonetheless being played by an apparent ghost. So that is definitely a draw. But folks remember hearing that this place was supposed to be haunted, but for those that you speak to, don't recall ever seeing or anything that would like tell their eyes that this place was haunted. So.
Well, I'm going to take my character up to the master bedroom and just relax.
Okay. All right, as you guys all wind down the evening, the hours passed slowly as we move to the 8th day. Oops, and it's actually
ninth day.
Actually, yeah, you're right. I forgot. I moved it over.
I was going to mention that, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yep, it is the 9th. I forgot to move it over, and it's not Hammer either. I've got to change the month. So it's
the melting.
There we are. And we want to make sure that we are on the 9th. As you guys, if you want to, you can. I know you didn't really do anything or to lose any points, but if you want to give yourself another long rest. In the morning you awaken. You find your way downstairs to have breakfast. The place is beginning to fill with the breakfast crowd, and as you find your way down to a table, striding through the door is one Bartholomew Gist, guild leader of the guild.
Being the large man, I flag him over to our table.
All right. As the guild leader of the Metal House of Wonders waves to you, my friends. This place is a fine establishment. A little bit far to come to for my tastes, but I can see your point. It is a good location. It has sturdy bones. Yes, all this needs now is a little bit of metal work, and we should discuss that. As he comes striding over to your table, pulling up a chair and plopping himself down heavily with a sitting down, and he tosses your key. Interesting thing you have there. Did you know that's dwarven workmanship? I bet you didn't know, but you know now, don't you?
We did not know that.
Any more information?
I can give you a name.
What is this name?
Continue.
Oh, of course I can, but not on an empty stomach. We should never talk business on an empty stomach. What are you serving for breakfast?
And he sort of flags over one of the patron girls and commences to order probably what you would consider 4 helpings of food for one person. And she departs. What? A boy has to eat. And he says, I'll tell you the name as soon as we come back from break.
Break.
For those that follow the stream, you know that this is the time that we normally take a break. We are going to cut over to our break. Hopefully you'll hang with us. For those that are hanging with us already, we appreciate it. We're just going to take a 10-minute break here to allow the party a chance to go refresh their beers or their other thingies. And just so you know, this stream normally doesn't run quite as long as my other ones. Normally go up to 11 o'clock. This one's sometime between 10 and 10:30, depending upon how far we get from here. But there's definitely one other section that we want to get through before we call it a night, and I think we should be able to get through that, hopefully. But like I said, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. As I said, hopefully you'll hang with us. But if not, we'll see you next Thursday. If so, we'll see you in about 10 minutes. So we'll be right back. Interesting. Mhm. So I'm just curious on why us looking and why I just came back and I realized Monkey's stream isn't playing. So let's figure this out. That's why. Don't think I've ever heard this one, Monkey. Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't have a Kroger store nearby, you can still get Kroger groceries delivered that are guaranteed fresh.
Nice.
Our refrigerated trucks and professional drivers will bring everything you need from the store to your door. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Be sure to enjoy $25 off your first 2 Kroger delivery orders with your digital coupon. $35 order minimum. Restrictions apply.
This is one more significant step, and exploration.
Corvus, if you're out there in the in Twitch, just so you know, I did get a hold of Buddy. I sent him a message. He didn't reply to me, so I assume he got it, but at least I sent him a message for you. Okay. I'd rather have it at 4 because that's what the adventures are normally set for. And we're almost back.
I will quote a TV show. I faked 4 out of the 7.
And we are back. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I was over there lurking on Lord Kazumba's channel, so I had to do my quick lurker thing over there. If you have not followed Lord Kazumba's channel, I recommend that you do. He's been running his same Dungeons and Dragons 1/2E campaign for 42 years now. So I encourage you to go check him out if you have not already. Give him a like, give him a love, give him a follow. So go check him out. For those who don't know who we are, there's all like 5 of you out there, so I'm pretty sure everybody that's out there knows who we are. I'd like to welcome everybody back as our party continues their foray into Waterdeep, in this case the Dragon Heist. They have managed to find a key in the mausoleum when they were looking for the Stone of Galore. Unfortunately, the stone was not there. But what was there was this key, and it's a rather ornate and singularly distinct key. And so they brought it back to the Guild of Armorers and Locksmiths and Finesmiths and dropped it off, paid him a little bit of coin, and now the individual that they dropped it off to, a gentleman by the name of Bartholomew Gist, has returned this morning with news about the key. And he has tossed the key back on the table as it clinks over to you and you pick it up. And he says, "This is of dwarven make. And it is fine dwarven make at that. In fact, the individual that made it is one of the finer of the dwarven smiths, and you'll be easy enough to find him. He goes by the name of Elaspera Ulmar. Elaspra Ulmar. And I am going to drop that in Discord just so you guys don't try to butcher his name when you try to.
Because we will.
I know you will. I know you will. So just for you.
Don't worry, I got it. I got it.
There you go. I put it in the Realms chat for those in Discord. You guys can see. But as he says, Elaspra has his shop over in the Trades Ward, just down south, not too far off of the King or the High Road. So rather popular individual, does a lot of good jewel work, and in particular, he's good about fashioning keys and locks and whatnot. So he's a rather talented locksmith, but at the same time, he's very good in crafting such things as these keys. So I would recommend that you go see him and find out about the key. Perhaps he has more information. And with that, let us eat. And he begins to delve into the 3 heaping massive plates of food that your servants have delivered to him. And he's got like 2 forks, no knives, while one fork's digging in, the other one's in his mouth, and the other one's digging in and cutting himself up. And he starts munching down on the meats and the potatoes and the cakes and the juices and whatnot that are provided. What do you guys wish to do with the information?
Go find this fellow.
I guess we're going to the Trades Ward to Elaspra Ulmar.
All right.
I want to thank him for his help.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you, Bartholomew.
We bet just on his back and leave him to his meal.
And he gives you the thumbs up. The thumbs up from 2 is his forks. The forks are sticking up with 2 pieces of, one with a big chunk of sausage stuck in it, and the other one with what looks to be a pancake of some sort stuck into it. And he gives you that half thumbs up, and he's like going back to eating his meal. It's roughly 10 o'clock or so by the time you guys finish and whatnot and head out toward the Trades Ward. It only takes you about half an hour or so to get down into the Trades Ward, but it takes you about another 20 minutes or so of asking around before someone directs you to the Ulmar shop of locksmithing. And so you step in, it's just your standard shop. It has a sign over the door that says Ulmar's shop of locksmithing, as I said. Just a regular door, big pane glass windows split up with wood planks and whatnot. And so the door itself is open, and you step inside to it's not super bright, but there are lanterns and whatnot strategically placed throughout the shop to make it sort of glint off of the metalworks that you can see stuck on the various shelves here. You can see there are 99% of the stuff is locks and key related. A few odds and end knick-knack things, but for the most part, it is a shop of a locksmith. And as you enter a rather stocky dwarf, a little taller than most dwarves. Most dwarves are around 4 foot. This guy's probably around a little over 4.5 foot. He has a long, flowing white beard that goes all the way almost to his groin, but it's knotted and braided with various bits of leather and pieces of metal wound in it to make it look almost like a ladder, made with, like 2 strips of his beard split, and then there's like a ladder between them, but it's all where the rungs are. Instead of rungs, it's his hair has been bound and twisted and stuff with a little piece of metal all the way down. So like I said, it looks like a ladder just sort of made out of hair, but you can see the sturdiness of the metal woven into it. His top head, or the top hair, is very receded, but it starts about the middle of his head, and it's sort of like a big knot right here, and then this big poofy ponytail. Instead of just laying back, it kind of poofs up and then it hangs down. He's got a rather large earring in one ear. The other one is unadorned. And he has an apron that has like metal pieces sort of woven into it and stuff. So he steps up and he smiles, and you can see that his teeth are probably half metal. If you would say his teeth look to be either coated in or made of metal and then inserted into his gums, whatever the case may be. But he has a lot of metalwork in there, and he smiles and he's,
welcome to Elaspras. What can I do for you, gentlemen, today?
I asked him if he fashioned those himself.
And he fashioned what? Yes.
The teeth.
Oh, the teeth. I made the teeth myself. Just had someone put them in for me. Rather exquisite work, would you not say?
It's very nice.
Why, thank you.
Speaking of work, and especially your work, we have something to show you and request information on.
Information I am not much on. I don't get out much, so if you're wanting information, probably one of the little buggers running about the street could find more information for yins faster than these old feets can.
We think you'll be able to help us.
Oh, what I appreciate your patronage and your whatever. I appreciate it.
And I'll step up and put the key on the counter.
okay. He looks at the key, looks back at you guys, pauses for a second.
That is fine craftsmanship, to be sure. And what of it?
You made
it.
Oh, did I? Did I? Let me see closer.
And he sort of grabs the key. He goes,
it does have a small resemblance to something that I may or may not have made in my days.
Can I tell if he's lying?
Give me an insight check.
Yeah, we're gonna roll 2.
Okay.
Let's all roll.
Nice. Perfect.
So, Maxim, you've played a lot of poker in your life. Drakkar, you've dealt with a lot of seedy characters in your life. This guy definitely knows something. He hasn't outright lied yet, but he is definitely, if he didn't make this key, he definitely know who did. And you can definitely, the other guys, Varys, you and Sanitus, you're kind of, he seems to be, probably isn't telling the whole truth, but maybe this isn't the guy. Maybe they got the wrong person.
Knowing this, I'm going to keep it in my back pocket waiting to spring a trap on him as we continue. I won't press him quite yet, but it's in my mind.
Okay.
Silver for a key is a bit of a atypical material to make keys.
This is true. It's a little bit softer. It doesn't hold its shape quite as well. So typically, the lock that it is used upon is something that is a little more fine, a little more exquisite.
So then the number of people that would ask for this is probably pretty short, right? You think?
I would have to say, yep, you're probably most correct, sir.
So,
did you think of any jobs you've done pertaining to something like this, or who might have done it or requested it?
No, can't think of it off the top of my head.
He sort of
Can I
scratches.
roll to see if he's deceiving us on that?
No, because you've already rolled on the deception for that.
Okay.
I slam my hand onto the table.
He sort of startles back.
And I lean forward even more, and I said, "Come on, buddy. You're not giving us to the truth.
Lives are at stake."
Help us out here.
Give me a persuasion check, please, sir.
If only he had high charisma.
Got high charisma. Just like that.
As he looks and he's like, he sort of steps back for a second. His eyes go a little bit wide, like, holy crap, who is this?
Yes, okay. Maybe that's looking. Let me. I see it again. Let me look again.
And he looks. He goes,
this does look like a key that I made for someone who conscripted me to make him a very, very fine lock.
What does it open?
A lock.
I told you.
A lock to what?
I don't know. This man conscripted the lock for me and decided that he needed a fancy key to open the lock, so I made the key.
How did he conscript you? In what manner? By letter? Did you meet him?
No, he came to my shop and said he needed a lock, a good lock, and he wanted a nice
This
key.
man has a name, then.
Gosh, it's been such a long time, I don't really recall.
We're going to need you to remember.
I'm going to reach forward, and I'm going to grab his beard.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Roll a to hit, please.
You want me to just roll a d20?
Yeah, just roll a d20, though.
You
Can
grab
Hit him with your halberd.
I put +5 on it in this little text box down at the bottom? Is that how that works?
So if you roll the 20 and then hit the little plus.
Oh, that didn't work.
As you go to grab his beard,
He's pretty old and slow.
faster than you would have expected, his hand comes up and swats you away and steps back and he screams,
Watch him be robbed!
as he's begins yelling that he is being robbed.
I'm going to try
calling for the city watch.
to calm down. We're just trying to get some information that we really need. It's important.
Hold on. I actually have something for this. Hang on. I need him to make. Oh God, do I want to do this?
I mean, we both have high charisma. I think we can calm him down.
No, I have a spell.
Okay.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'll
Breaking
expend
all the
some
laws.
I'll expend some sorcery points and cast it quietly, and I'll cast Calm Emotions.
Okay.
So he needs to make a Charisma saving throw DC 14.
He fails.
Cool. So he is now calm.
As he begins to sort of calm down,
I apologize for my outburst, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Our business is concluded here.
I'm going to tell him I'm sorry for my friend here. Let's as we're settling down here, could you please do your best to remember who you made this key for? It's of grave importance.
Just what is this grave importance? Who do you work for, and why are you bothering me about business that I did a year ago?
Let's just say it deals with gang-related activity that we're trying to help stop.
Give me another persuasion check, please.
Who doesn't have the charisma?
He sort of pauses for a second. He says,
Fine. I can tell you this much. The man's name is Volkar Tibbins. That's all I know. He's apparently a well-to-do muckety-muck, somebody that lives someplace in a nice place. But I don't know who he is or where he lives. I just know his name.
What was his last name? Gibbons?
Volkar Tibbins.
Hibbins.
Kibbens, Kibbens.
Yes.
Volkar,
I'm gonna thank
Volka.
him, and I'm gonna give him a piece of silver for his help, and apologize using that as my apology for Max's little
Yes,
outfit.
well, you need to choose your friends a little bit more wisely, and I would appreciate it if you never come and ask for business from me ever again, now or in this lifetime or any other.
I
Keep
promise you
that in
that.
mind, and I'll walk out.
Taking gold back. Gee, I'm
Alright.
just kidding.
Yeah, as I put it there, giving it to him, I just take it back
Oh,
secretly.
give me a sleight of hand check.
Damn it, I hope this goes through because I have worse luck for this. But I have inspiration, so.
This is true.
Not worth
From
it.
5 sessions ago, yeah.
Let's go.
Don't forget also that the party does have a. Oh, sorry, you have a nat one available. Oh, okay, easily. You manage to pilfer the coin back as you leave, and out of the corner of your eye, you see Alaspra sort of looking left, looking right, looking down between his legs, wondering where the coin may have rolled off to as you depart his store.
As I'm walking out, I knock something off the table or anything, just because I'm an asshole.
You made me spit out my water.
All right, so you depart and head your way back, and an hour or so later, you guys find yourselves back at Troll Skull Manor.
So I'm going to talk to the group here. So, can you type the name of the guy in the chat like you did for the other one too, by the way, so I can read it?
Yeah.
Volkar Gibbons.
Yeah, that guy.
Bartholomew?
He let us
No.
know the name. Maybe this would be another good time to ask the Black Staff if they know this person.
Through Blackstaffs, they're slow about things. We need to
Well,
ask.
beyond that, I
Or
don't
maybe
think
we can
one of
ask.
the-
We need to ask our friend Rainier and.
Yeah, I was
Voldo.
going to say Rainier.
They've got,
Ask
they've got
Rainier
connections.
since he knows, because he made it seem like this guy is kind of well known. That's what he made it seem like.
Well, and it's like he said, people that want silver keys are few and far between, and I don't think run-of-the-mill people are going to be converting their silver into a key.
Yeah. So let's. You think we'll find Rainier at the place we always find him?
Yawning portal.
He'll
it's
be
as
there.
Good a
At least
place as
Volo
any.
will be there.
Yeah, let's check out the yawning portal.
If anything,
Okay.
even Volo should know who he is.
Yeah.
All right. You guys head out and make your way across town to get yourself to the yawning portal. And apologies, give me a second. I thought I had it.
Let's see, my screen's paused, I think.
Yeah, we're still paused.
Oh, sorry guys. My apologies.
It's fine. We were just chilling in the same area. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I was wondering why. I was wondering we're still in the manor. I was
Yeah.
like, where are we?
Yeah, well, the thing is, I don't have a map of
Oh, that's fine. I was just.
usually I have them available. I don't know.
I
why.
didn't know if my screen like froze or.
No. So
paused.
a lot of times I just pause it. You'll find sometimes, like for example, if you guys are moving through a dungeon or something like that, a lot of times players on VTTs, they just like to haul ass and leave everybody behind. And so there might be something getting ready to go on that I want to make sure that nobody goes past a certain point until I let them know what they see and what's going on. So I'll hit the space bar and that pauses it so you can't move your tokens or anything. Normally I don't do it during break, but I accidentally did and I didn't even notice it. So, but yeah, I wasn't going to switch you back and forth because it's more of theater of the mind as I'm describing what you guys see. If there's some place you have to be, like a map or something, I'll put you there. Like here at Troll Skull Manor, I'll put you here. I thought I had a map of Yawning Portal, but I don't. Do apologize, but I'll make sure I get one just in case. But anyway, you guys make your way across town to get to the Yawning Portal. Inside, you find that it is a rather, I don't want to say rambunctious, but it is a rather rowdy crowd. as people are sort of dancing and singing, and the music's kind of going. And in their usual table, you can see Volo. You don't see Rainier Nevrember, but you do see Volo sort of hanging out, sipping and head down, several sheafs of paper sort of spread out on the table where he's at, and he's scrawling away. And as you guys approach, he just sort of happens to catch you moving across the room, and he glances up, and he immediately breaks into a big wide grin. Hello, friends! How are you? Come, sit. It has been, what, days since we have seen one another. Come. Have a seat.
Again, Volo, what are we working on now?
Oh, the same as before. Just notes here, notes there, trying to put stuff together in a binder, of course. So the usual. The old book that I just released right before I met you is beginning to sell a little better, so we're getting a little bit of coin. I won't be caught in that situation where I couldn't really afford to pay the debt that I promised you, but I think everything worked out for the best in the wash. But this book, I assure you, is going to be gangbusters. It's going to fly off the shelves like a winged rabbit. So, what brings you here to my humble establishment?
Well,
Even though you know it's not his, but he seems to claim it as his.
Yeah. Well, we were hoping to find Rainier with you. Do you know where he is?
No, I believe that he may be getting back, or he just may have left. I forget. He comes and goes so often. I think he was visiting his father. I think he was going to go to Neverwinter, so I don't know how long he'll be gone or what his mode of travel is. So he could be gone a day, he could be gone a month. I do not know.
Don't worry, Volo. We know that you are a man of the people, and you know just about everybody. So
As he smiles, yes, drinks for my friends. Drinks for my friends. As he
Volcar
smiles.
Gibbons. The name? Do you know it?
I am sorry, I don't think I do. The name is not familiar with me. Do we have a little bit of context, maybe, of who this individual may have been or may be currently?
We just know that he is a wealthy individual. We really don't have much information on him.
He's wealthy enough to ask for a custom-made silver key.
Well, that's not something you see every day, but well, if you say of what is true is he is a man of means and he has some sort of business, I would recommend that you perhaps go to City Hall, look through perhaps town records, or conscribe one of the attendants there to do the research for you to see if he maybe have had business dealings in the city or something of such. But yes, unfortunately the name is not familiar with me.
While everyone's here talking to Volo, I'm gonna see if Drakkar wants to head to City Hall with me.
Let's go. City Hall. What's our purpose there?
Look up some information.
Okay.
Drakkar Gibbons.
We'll just hang out with Volo and have those drinks.
All right. So
I'm
maybe
gonna take a drink to go.
What's that, Josh?
Maybe his memory will be jogged while we're going.
Okay. So Drakkar and Sanitus, you depart, heading out into the city, headed toward the western section, which is where most of the governmental type buildings and whatnot are, and you quickly find your way to the Guild of Taxes, the Hall of Records and whatnot, that whole little block of government buildings that are near the castle. And you find yourselves standing in line, awaiting your turn. Someone hands you a little wood chip that has a number 235 on it.
Jeez.
And in line, you see a little number flipper that says now serving 125. So there's a rather lengthy wait. But the line appears to be moving not like slowly, but not like super fast. So you'll probably have a couple hour wait while you are waiting in line. But the time goes quickly. And within a couple of hours, you guys got there about 12:30ish or so, roughly around 2 o'clock, you're finally seen at one of the attendants behind a podium-like desk area. Young girl, early 20s or so, brown hair, rather short cropped, almost like a boyish kind of a bob. She just has plain clothes on, but she is wearing a signet or a brooch, if you will, the symbol of a government worker. And she sort of stands. She goes, "Hello, my name is Amelia. I will be serving you today. How may I help you, gentlemen?"
I start off with being very charismatic. "Hello, pretty lady."
She sort of smiles and blushes slightly. Yes. Thank you. Is this all? Is this what you do? You go to government buildings and just try to meet girls?
Of course not. That would be silly. As I look away, like I've done it before. But we're looking on records to find someone by the name of Volcar Gibbons.
Volcar Gibbons, you say? Gibbons. Do you have a spelling of that? Do you have a spelling of that?
Yes.
Yes, it's Gibbons, Gibbens.
Okay, and the first name Volcar, you say?
Yes, Volkarr.
Are you able to perhaps narrow down what type of business that this Volcar Gibbons might be? Because our records are split by various sects, and so searching through all of them could be quite tedious and, quite frankly, rather expensive.
We don't know exactly what dealings he has. We just know he's a little wealthy.
I see. Give me a persuasion check with advantage, please, Josh.
Yep. Damn it, where'd my goddamn thing go? Where's my sheet?
And while we are waiting, Maxim, I need you to give me a D100, please.
Ooh. A percentile die.
Oops.
You said
Keep pressing the wrong
persuasion
thing.
with advantage?
What say, Josh?
Persuasion, you said?
Yes.
78.
Okay. So Josh, this young lady Amelia kind of looks at you and she just kind of half grins and says, "I can't tell you how long it's going to be, but you did have to stand in line for a rather extended period of time, so perhaps I could waive the external records fee and just concentrate on the internal. So that will be 10 pieces of gold, please."
Oh, so expensive, but I can do that.
Okay. As you pay her 10 gold, she goes, "Please have a seat. I will be with you as soon as I can." And she sort of takes your information and disappears through a set of swinging, sort of like saloon doors behind her into some back area, and she's gone with your 10 gold.
She better come back.
She does. 3 hours later, as you wait, she gets back about 5 o'clock. And she has, "I have the information you're looking for, sir. In the meantime, while you are awaiting at the yawning portal, Max, a card game happens to spin up.
Oh my.
And in the course of your playing, you manage to pocket 11 gold.
Wow.
Nice.
Because
We're always rolling high here.
And
Can I double down on that 11 gold and
no,
take
no,
another?
that was all of it. That was all of it.
Okay.
So Sanitas, she brings you information that while Volcar Gibbons was fairly well-to-do, he wasn't like really well-to-do. Apparently, he sunk most of his money into buying an old windmill and converted it into some sort of a living quarters or whatever, and she sort of gives you an address that is here in town. Apparently, it was an old windmill, and then Waterdeep kind of built up around it, and the windmill has long since been gone, but the building itself still retains its shape partially without the windmill itself, but it's still got sort of like the little downstairs house or the side house, and then the tower where the windmill normally was, but it's been converted into some sort of a residence. And you take that information, and as I said, about 5:30 or so, you finally return to the yawning portal, where you see Max and company still having drinks, enjoying themselves, and boasting about how he bested some individuals in a game of chance and earned himself some extra coin.
I'm gonna summon them all to me and tell them I have some information on our friend.
Okay.
We walk over.
Or you can join them at their table with "Hello" as Volo.
No, I want my own. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're right. I didn't know if they were still at the table, if they were off on doing their own thing in the tavern.
They're still with there, but Max over there playing cards. Everybody else kind of hanging out.
The card table emptied out because I fleeced them all.
I let them know that I went to City Hall and found out that Volcar Gibbons was a man who apparently sunk a good deal of money into a old windmill and converted it into living quarters. And I was given a location. So we should head there.
Where's it at?
I don't know. My DM didn't tell me the address.
And that location will have to wait until next week.
Oh, great. We could have ended right outside the windmill.
Yeah, we could.
I like the idea of that, where it's like, what's the address? I don't know. God didn't tell me.
Yeah.
Damn it. She said,
"What's the address?"
She said, but damn it, I didn't write it down. Now we got to go back to City Hall and get in line again.
I get to flirt with her again?
Oh, I don't want to wait in line again.
No, she'll remember you. I'm sure of it.
I don't want to get in line again.
Oh, well.
It starts at 1 and we have like 586. Great.
I'm glad you made that a very, very bureaucratic scene.
And with that, folks, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight, players. I hope the session went okay. Hopefully, Dylan, it wasn't too terrible as far as getting on board with the game system. A couple of to-dos to me. Damn it. This cough is like, it comes and goes and comes and goes. It's pissing me off. I wonder if Lord Kazuma will raid us tonight, but he's probably done by now. I don't know if he'd give us a raid, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to raid over to Lord Kazumba because I want to catch him before he's done. But in the meantime, there is no game tomorrow. Steve, by the way, there is no game tomorrow because I am gone for the long weekend. So no game tomorrow. No game Monday. I already announced that on the last stream, although I think I said we might be playing, but then my wife reminded me that there's no game Monday. Yeah, monkey, I'm sorry. There is no game tomorrow, so you cannot enjoy your last day of school. You can't celebrate tomorrow night without the kids. Oh, damn it. So anyway, so no game tomorrow, no game Monday. So the next time we will meet will be right here at this channel, although next week we do plan to start at 7 o'clock. We started at 7:30 tonight because I had some late work stuff and had to eat dinner and all that, and so I just ran behind. So the goal is this Thursday stream is going to be from 7 till 10:30ish, depending upon whenever the players want to finish up. And then we'll be back on our regular schedule after the long weekend. So I definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with us. As I said, I'm going to bounce over. We're going to raid Lord Gazumba. If you guys have yet to follow him, I encourage you to kind of hang out with us. If I can find out how to raid folks on here. Let's see. There it is. We're gonna bounce over to him. Lord Kazuma is the one that actually started the whole Greyhawk stuff. And he's the one that actually got me in the stream, and I started following him because of his first edition game and whatnot. So I'd like for you guys to bounce along with us, however many of us there are. Yeah, so like I said, hopefully the players enjoyed it as much as I did. This is a temporary stream. As I said at the beginning, it's temporary. It's only until we finish this adventure. But in the meantime, just remember, in a world you can be anything that you want. All we ask is that you be kind. We shall see you guys next week.
Bye.
All right, failures. Appreciate it. Hopefully it was okay for
Yeah,
you.
it's fun.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun.
About to hit the fan now.